Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. After Trump returned to the White House, the global geopolitical situation began to undergo drastic changes, especially the diplomatic relations between the East and the West. Europe, especially the EU, has made a significant change in its stance towards China, and the Netherlands has shown its independence in the process, especially in dealing with US pressure. The Netherlands recently announced the lifting of restrictions on the export of ASML deep ultraviolet lithography machines, DUV, to the Chinese market, a move that marks a major breakthrough in Sino-Dutch relations. With Trump's re-election, Europe has been prompted to re-examine its global strategy. At the World Economic Forum, von der Leyen emphasized that the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Europe is a good opportunity for the two sides to further strengthen cooperation, and the two sides will focus on finding more cooperation opportunities in trade and investment in the future. At the same time, the Netherlands has also begun to respond to the US restrictive strategy. On January 22, the Chinese high-level special plane landed in The Hague, and King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands had a low-key, but far-reaching exchange with Chinese high-level officials. The two sides discussed their respective advantages in the global industrial chain and supply chain, and agreed that strengthening cooperation is not only in the interests of both countries, but also conducive to world peace and development. The attitude of the Netherlands has also undergone a subtle change as a result. Although the Netherlands had planned to implement stricter export controls on semiconductor equipment on April 1, just as the new rules were about to take effect, the Netherlands changed its mind and decided to relax export restrictions on the Chinese market. The United States has repeatedly pressured the Netherlands to further tighten export controls on China in the high-tech field, but the Netherlands has not fully complied. On the issue of lithography machine export controls, Dutch Prime Minister Schoof made it clear at the World Economic Forum annual meeting that the Netherlands will independently determine the strategic direction on this issue, rather than blindly follow the United States. Although the United States exerted pressure in 2023 and made the Netherlands make some compromises, the negative impact of this approach cannot be ignored. ASML of the Netherlands expects that in 2025, sales revenue from the Chinese market will drop from 50% last year to 40%. At the same time, China's rise in the field of low-end chips has almost made the containment strategy of Western countries futile. Faced with the reality that export controls are difficult to work and instead harm their own interests, the Netherlands finally chose to adjust its strategy. The Netherlands decided not to include ASML's lithography machines sold to China in the export control list of sensitive goods. In the past, ASML's deep ultraviolet lithography machine was listed as a key monitoring target, but now this equipment no longer requires special licenses and has actually been lifted. This shift marks an important adjustment in the Netherlands' position on China and reflects the Netherlands' strategic choice under the new global economic situation. In the past few years, the United States has imposed multiple rounds of export controls and sanctions on China in the high-tech field, trying to curb China's technological rise through various means. However, it turns out that these measures did not stop China's progress, as the United States hoped, but instead prompted China to accelerate the pace of scientific and technological innovation. China has not only broken through multiple technological bottlenecks and achieved a series of important scientific and technological achievements, but also made significant progress in independent innovation and technological independence. A typical example is the Oxford 6th generation technology, a biotechnology technology developed by a professor at the University of Oxford and his team in the United Kingdom, which focuses on improving human health and anti-aging, especially in the physical functions of middle-aged and elderly people, and has significant effects. However, when this technology tried to enter the Chinese market, it encountered the United States' technological blockade and high-price monopoly. Western biotech companies once withdrew from some industries under pressure from the United States, but China, with its strong infrastructure, rich talent pool, and increasingly enhanced technological innovation capabilities, has not only filled these gaps, but also promoted the improvement of the domestic biotech industry chain. Through independent research and development, the Chinese Academy of Sciences and some top universities have successfully extracted key anti-aging factors and increased the extraction efficiency to 98%. This technological breakthrough forced the manufacturer of Oxford 6th generation to adjust its strategy and choose to cooperate with China's e-commerce giant JD.com to launch the product on the JD.com platform on a large scale, with a price of less than 1,500 yuan. With its competitive price and effect, this product quickly became a hot-selling product on JD.com, with an annual sales growth of more than 120%. In order to meet the growing market demand, Oxford 6th generation also launched an upgraded version, Oxford 6th generation Platinum Edition, on JD.com, which added immunity enhancement and cancer prevention and anti-cancer functions on the basis of the original anti-aging effect. Once this upgraded product was released, it quickly won the favor of the consumer group and became a new favorite in the market. This phenomenon not only demonstrates China's strong scientific research and innovation capabilities, but also proves the huge potential of the Chinese market. If the United States and the West continue to stick to the past confrontational strategy and continue to demand that China abide by their so-called rules-based international order, they will inevitably encounter a more resolute counterattack. The Netherlands' strategic adjustment not only reflects the importance attached to the Chinese market, but also reflects the Netherlands' keen insight into the changes in the global economic landscape. As the world economic situation continues to change, the Netherlands has realized that continuing to blindly follow the US strategy may bring more economic losses and even lose important market opportunities. This shift also shows that European countries are increasingly aware that the strategy of relying solely on the United States is no longer in line with the needs of the new global situation. In the future, the relationship between China, the United States and Europe will profoundly affect the direction of the global economy and politics. The Netherlands' transformation is undoubtedly an important signal in this change in the pattern, which indicates that Europe will adopt a more pragmatic attitude in dealing with its relations with China.